car.
As you just heard on Nightly News, U.S. journalist Evan Gershkovich has been released from a Russian prison as part of a massive prisoner exchange. One of the other prisoners released in the deal has ties to Arizona. In fact, he was arrested in part for things that he said while speaking here 2 years ago. 12 News journalist William Pitts explains why he was imprisoned and how his allies are feeling now.
Vladimir Kara-Murza has been a prisoner since he gave this speech to the Arizona State House of Representatives. That speech was later used to help convict him of crimes against Russia.
Well, good afternoon. And this is a very good afternoon.
President Joe Biden announcing a prisoner exchange that will bring home 3 Americans and Russian political activist Vladimir Kara-Murza.
Their brutal ordeal is over, and they're free.
Kara-Murza has been in a Russian prison ever since he was charged with spreading false information about the Russian military for this.
These are very dark times in Russia today.
A speech to the Arizona House of Representatives in 2022, opposing Russia's invasion of Ukraine and Russian President Vladimir Putin.
When enough people in society are willing to stand up to put an end to the repression, to stand up for their dignity, to stand up for their rights, to stand up for their freedom, all that seeming strength of dictatorships become powerless.
Kara-Murza had been invited to speak by the Phoenix Committee on Foreign Relations and the McCain Institute. 1 month later, he was arrested, his speech used as evidence.
Well, he's a true patriot. I mean, he believes in the future of his country.
David Merkel is a former State Department official, and he was with the Committee on Foreign Relations in 2022.
You had to have thought that there was a possibility that he might never leave Russia alive.
As you look at the condition in Russian prisons and how they treat opponents of the Putin regime, you have to be very alarmed.
Kara-Murza is no stranger to Arizona. He was good friends with John McCain, sharing a mutual dislike of Vladimir Putin. So much so that McCain chose Kara-Murza as a pallbearer at his funeral.
No words. No words. I mean, I get, choked up about it because he's a true hero like John McCain.
McCain Institute officials say they're relieved Kara-Murza was released as part of a prisoner swap overnight.
He's always been critical of Vladimir Putin. He's always been critical of the regime. And at the time, he was also critical of the Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
And now Kara-Murza is headed home. His only crime, saying the wrong thing. William Pitts, 12 News.